New major Majungasaurus figure has been revealed, and with that we are going to go over 25 of the Jurassic World Chaos Theory new line that's coming out. So yes, this new Majungasaurus figure is a 12-inch one, part of the Chaos Theory wave. So we had one last wave which was Major itself, but this one's a 12-inch version of Major for this wave. But we also have other things like the Leucistic Baryonyx. I think that was one of the most recent reveals. I'm surprised we haven't seen any other human packs yet, like Sammy or Brooklyn. We're really in need of those. But you know, for now, I guess we're getting another Darius, but you know, Leucistic Baryonyx is in that, so it's cool. And also, Geba Vs Suchomimus. This pack, I think it was meant to come out with the Epic Evolution Chaos Theory line, but it hasn't, so I'm guessing maybe it'll come out with this line. But apparently bad news, and that green Velociraptor that comes with Kenji, the Kenji Moto Chase, has been cancelled in America. I got it though, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe this set's cancelled, who knows. But there's also a T-Rex. It's an interesting one. I think there was like a Toro and a Beta that was like this. Oh, and even an Allosaurus. So yeah, it's really interesting. It's got a really big head and then a tiny little body. It's kind of like those Zoomer dinos from back in the day, the small ones. But we also have Therizinosaurus, which is part of the main line. That's the big figure. And it looks different from, you know, the Hammond Collection Therizinosaurus and the Dominion mainline Therizinosaurus. And overall just different from the movie Therizinosaurus. So I'm wondering, you know, will this be the Therizinosaurus we could see in Chaos Theory Season 3 maybe? I assume we will get Biocid Dinosaurs in Season 3, but there's also Suchomimus, which is really cool. I'm looking forward to this one. This is the Suchomimus that got killed by Majungasaurus on the show, so it's interesting they decided to make this the big Suchomimus. You know, they could have had it in the Ben pack where it, you know, matches up the size of Major, but you know. Anyway, Styxosaurus is also getting a figure, so this is like a type of plesiosaur, kind of a Elasmosaur, but I think we did already get a Elasmosaurus. We've got plesiosaurus obviously, but yeah, this one's a more red blue color, very vibrant with stuff on it. And also we have Pteranodon. This actually replaced a Wild Roar for this wave. We'll talk about that later on in the video. But yeah, we did end up getting Pteranodon. That's why people haven't actually found it yet, I do think, because it was one of the late Wild Roars, because it was obviously replacing a Wild Roar. So that's why no one's gotten a hold of it yet. But people have gotten a hold of the Kentrosaurus in the Wild Roar wave. I do think this was meant to be in Chaos Theory Season 2, but instead they just chose to give us Pierce once again, but a bunch of Pierces. You know, all the Kentrosauruses look the same, so it's like, okay, Pierce is not unique anymore. But I do think behind the scenes there was a green Kentrosaurus for Chaos Theory. Anyway, Ceratosuchops also getting a figure. This guy, really cool. When I first heard about it, it was recently revealed maybe a couple of years ago. It's a Spinosaur, I think, with a horn on its snout. It's pretty cool. I don't know if it has the horn for the Mattel one, but still, it's cool nonetheless. And then the final Wild Roar is Kryptops. So Kryptops is pretty cool. We got a mini of it a while ago. I have the mini, but now they're like, oh yeah, let's finally make a big figure for it. And they've kind of done a lizard sort of thing where they've chopped off a bit of the end of the tail to show that battle damage. So it's really interesting. I wonder if dinosaurs grow their tails back like lizards. Who knows? But Pyroraptor is getting a strike attack figure, just amping up on the bison creatures getting figures basically in this wave. We've got Therizinosaurus for the big fig, and Pyroraptor, and there's one more bison species that we will end up talking about. But we also have Herrerasaurus. This is just a repack, unfortunately, but it is the best model of Herrerasaurus, I would say. They decided to remodel a few years ago, or it might have even just been last year actually, for the Dino Tracker wave, and it looks way better than all the other Herrerasauruses. So at least they did choose this Herrerasaurus. I wonder if it means anything. Probably not though. But Thapunngaka. This is an interesting pterosaur. I really like the pterosaurs of this wave, so Pteranodon and Thapunngaka. If you look at them, both of their wings are ripped, like on the sides. They have holes in them. I think it's a really cool detail. One of the level 40 hybrids had it in Jurassic World. The game was super cool. But Huayangosaurus is also getting a strike attack, so another stegosaur to add to the collection if you so much want to. But yeah, it does kind of seem this is a lot of a filler wave before Rebirth comes out, because most of these aren't in Chaos Theory, I do believe. But the next one up, might be in season 3. So Dimetrodon, you know, it's another bison species. I could see it being in, along with Pyroraptor, Therizinosaurus. So it's interesting. We got a small one that's in the show, which will be Dimetrodon. We got a Strike Attack in the show, Pyroraptor. We got the Wild Roars, 2 of them, Pteranodon, Kentrosaurus, then Suchomimus, then Therizinosaurus. So yeah, interesting. And next up is Jakapil. This one is a really cool new one. It's kind of weird they didn't make the duo packs. We're not getting any duo packs for the Chaos Theory line, so I find that really interesting. But yeah, they could have shrunk down the Jakapil to make it smaller. Could have come with Oviraptor or something. We still need Oviraptor, but you know. Anyway, Lophostropheus is getting a figure, so I think this is related to Dilophosaurus. It's got like a singular crest, kind of like Monolophosaurus, but a little bit different at the same time. It's more like pointed, the mouth and whatnot. But yeah, it is really cool nonetheless. And also, we are getting a new Dsungaripterus. So we originally got Dsungaripterus as a figure during Dominion. Its paint scheme was okay. It had yellow and brown on it, but this one, it's the same mold, but different colors. So it's all gray. It has like orange underneath it. It looks like lava. It's really, really cool. So, but yeah, you can really tell this wave is just filler. They're just repurposing things. But something new, Hypsilophodon. This is really cool because, you know, whilst they are repurposing a lot of the things, they are also making quite a few new, unique things like Jakapil. You know, that's a whole new type of looking dinosaur. And then Hypsilophodon, where it's got the feathers coming from the back of it. It's just really cool. And then Guemesia. I think this is one of the favorites of the danger packs. It looks like a small kind of demon carnotaur, but obviously without the horns. But still, it is really cool to see this Guemesia, and I'm glad that everyone can kind of bond over that. It looks pretty cool. And then one of the last danger packs we have to talk about is the Farlowichnus. Now apparently this dinosaur, no fossil was found or anything, but footprints in like the sand or something were found of it, and that's how they've identified this dinosaur. So, you know, I guess Mattel's kind of gone unique with this dinosaur. They've done their own thing. They're like, yep, not much is known, we can just do our own thing. But anyway, there are also Chaos Theory Minis, part of the Chaos Theory brand. For this new Chaos Theory wave, it has the same packaging and everything with ghost and red on them. And yeah, you can get Monolophosaurus, Mapusaurus, Hesperosaurus, and Irritator as the new minis. And then there's a couple of others like Beckel Spikes, T-Rex, Spino, whatnot. But some cancelled Mattel ones that were meant to be here. We were meant to get a Wild Roar Bumpy instead of Pteranodon. And also instead of Lophostropheus, we were meant to get Yuxisaurus, which is another Ankylosaur. I think that would have been so cool. I wish we could have gotten them. Hopefully we see them as prototypes eventually. But yeah, make sure to watch up here. Tune for more. I'll see you later. Bye everyone.